I'm going to do a really big noise so you know where the actual
Make it long as well.
Okay.
Make it a long noise.
Yeah.
Longer! Am I supposed to see that?
You will notice that.
No, I won't. Longer. At least like 10 seconds.
How am I meant to go any longer?
At least that noise for 10 seconds.
That's going to kill me.
Go ahead.
Alright, I've got an idea.
Alright. Point taken. I will notice this. Hey everybody, I'm in a busy McDonald's editing this episode of Playing Favourites, and I just thought I should let you know that Luke does the intro as ASMR. And if that is something that makes you uncomfortable, which it does for me, skip about 30 seconds. You'll hear the jingle after I finish this message. Skip 30 seconds from there, just to dodge that if it's something you don't like. I don't like ASMR, it's a bit gross, as you'll come to hear my opinions on. Cheers guys, enjoy the episode.
Hello everybody, and welcome.
Oh my god.
To the newest episode of Playing Favourites. It's ASMR time. We're talking about our favourite methods of relaxation, so I thought I would do a nice whispery voice. Harry doesn't seem to like it though. Okay, prepare your ears. I'm going to reset to my normal voice, okay? 3, 2, 1. Hey Harry, how's it going?
Hi Luke. I was hoping that we could maybe do like... We're going to need a trigger warning for that. We're going to need some kind of warning.
I told you.
You mentioned it with zero context. You just said, like, right before you did the intro, you said, am I going to need a trigger warning for this? And I didn't respond. And then you just started doing
I said, we're going to need a trigger warning for this.
Okay, it was much more definite.
I gave you certainty.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I'll have to figure that one out in the edit. But what a lovely, and by lovely, I mean awful, for my subjective human experience.
You don't like whispering, huh?
I don't like whispering. My problem is not with whispering.
You don't like ASMR?
I don't like Well, I don't know.
You don't like the personal attention. Maybe it's just my voice.
Maybe it's just you. No, like, if anything, that was some good ASMR. I don't know.
Was it?
No. I think the ASMR...
I didn't even crinkle anything.
Yeah, no, don't you dare. You put that down. Absolutely not. Thank you. No, ASMR doesn't particularly call to me. It just makes me kind of uncomfortable. I don't know, man. It really depends. There's like some like really specific instances which I couldn't even come up with a criteria where it's fine. Yeah. But
what if there's no talking?
What? It's all crinkles.
Well, it can be. I listen to like a decent amount of no talking ASMR with like a no talking librarian.
Okay, and what?
And they'll just be like organizing books, and it'll just be the sound of like books.
The sound of
just
books.
Being like, just like opening books.
Okay. But the thing is, I think one component with ASMR. Do people know what ASMR is? Do we need to clarify what ASMR is?
ASMR is.
Go on. What's it stand for?
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Good job. Yeah, it's like what? People whispering into microphones and crinkling.
So ASMR specifically is the tingling sensation that some people experience whilst watching ASMR content.
Do you get that?
I do, but not actually from ASMR for the most part.
It's from the massive erection it gives you.
I remember the first time I felt ASMR, like the physiological response, and I was in. Stop giggling.
It's so ridiculous. Okay,
it was in primary school, and it was a class where we were learning how to paint, and we had this artist come in, and they were just stood at the front of the classroom, just painting, and everyone was sat in silence, just watching this person paint, and they were just like, just painting. Yeah. All we could hear was the sound of the paint, and I remember just feeling like super zen, super chilled out, and it was nice.
Man, okay, that's actually quite a nice story. I like.
Yeah, you bitch. Laughing at
it. And I feel like I'm almost wondering if this comes from a place of jealousy. I feel like that's a tranquility that like I've never truly achieved, nor will I ever achieve. I feel like a little bit like isn't like with Buddhism, they're like it's the quest for enlightenment. Isn't that the whole idea? I feel like when it comes to relaxation, I feel like I'm chasing this white whale, and that's exactly what you've
never
described
been
there.
Relaxed.
Well, I don't know, man. It feels like it's one of those things where, because I am only myself and only have my own experiences, I can never know,
it's hard to know
how relaxed I am compared to someone else. You know?
I get it a lot when I'm like watching someone perform a skill. That's what I've realized is my.
Well, it just puts you at peace.
That's my trigger. Yeah, like just watching people like quietly explain like at some kind of process that they're going through. And that should just,
There's some real like human psychology. I would have loved to have had a psychologist on the episode, because like I'm wondering what.
Dude, yeah.
Like there's so many like layers of psychology here with like what is this doing to you? Like what is happening here? Like there's so many. There's like this whole element of control. There's this whole element of comfort. There's this whole element of something happening to you. There's I don't even know, man. Like, there's so much going on here that I'm seeing like sexual connections with this whole like power thing. There's so much that I can't understand, and like, I don't know, man. Like, in that case, as someone who enjoys ASMR, has your own ASMR that you listen to and go to, and could recognize that you would enjoy, what do you get out of it?
It's just for me, it's mostly just like I think it's probably pretty similar to like the emotions people feel when they just like put music on in the background. Like it's just like, it just gives me something for my brain to be like kind of stimulated by, I guess. But it's very intentionally like it's set up in a way that would make me, chill out rather than, because I typically, if I'm looking to chill out, I'll listen to ASMR in the background. I'll just have like there's a channel I found recently called Let's Find Out ASMR. It's really good.
Okay, for ASMR heads out there in the audience,
I would really recommend it.
Link in the show notes.
It's quite popular. One of their videos they published, it must have been published ages ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. They're called the Basics of Astronomy. It's a 2-hour-long video of just this guy talking about like this book that he's got, and he just talks about like, and he explains like how we calculated the distance of Earth to the moon, and then from there to the sun with like, and he does all the math on the page, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Like I do, literally, it's explained to me, but like, I'm not really listening. I'm just kind of like, I just have that in the background. I'm like passively absorbing this, like, it's like just being lectured to, but it's chill.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because I'm now sort of slightly befuddled, because like I remember hearing a little while ago about a podcast, and I don't want to like deviate. Maybe if this sounds interesting, go listen to it now. Just like maybe bookmark
save it for later. Save the name of the podcast until the end of the episode.
I actually don't know the name of the podcast. So you might have to do some googling. But I remember hearing about it. And basically, it's a history lecture. It's like episodes are like lessons in your history class. And because people, that's like a classic thing. It like puts you to sleep in school. The idea is that you listen to it when you want to fall asleep, and you fall asleep to a history lesson like you would do if you found it particularly boring in school. And like, but the things I wouldn't qualify that as ASMR. To me, ASMR. When you were talking about this astronomy thing, are they all up close to the mic, like doing the whole whispering?
It is
thing?
like whispery, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I suppose that feels like for spoken word ASMR. That feels like a pretty definitive quality.
The thing is, ASMR isn't like the crinkly noises and the whispering and like all that. That is just a very common for ASMR videos.
Yeah.
But ASMR, the phrase itself literally refers to
the response.
This kind of physiological response, which can be generated through like a variety of different things.
True. But I feel like it's become the genre now, right? Like, that's where the name comes from. Like, but this is a genre of video and audio now. Is sort of this thing, which just endlessly freaks me out. Like, what's the one? I'll always remember one that you sent to me.
Is it the mechanic one?
It is.
I watched it again recently.
You're kidding me.
I love that fucking video so much.
Where is it? This is fascinating. I've typed ASMR into my YouTube history, and I've got like. So these are ones that, like, I don't know, in conversation we must have talked about at some point. I've got ASMR turning you into a human. ASMR for men. So it's particular. ASMR for men. ASMR hay and straw. Crunchy, crispy, and crinkly sounds.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have to send it over,
Sounds good.
ASMR caring,
typically
supportive
listen
Funky
to
Kong
roleplay
gives you a ride
ASMR,
home
to be
from the
honest.
airport.
Stop! No, not the Funky Kong.
Sorry, yeah. What were you saying?
I usually listen to like RP ASMR. Like that's the stuff that relaxes me because I'm just listening. Either RP or like Oh, dude! Recently, I have found a genre of ASMR that just really I'm just like fully vibing, and it's fucking people opening Pokemon cards. I just love that shit. It's just so like it hits every single neuron in my brain.
Yeah. Sorry, I've put one on.
Yeah, what have you got? Do you want to send it over so I can listen?
It's ASMR turning you into a human.
That doesn't sound good. Turning
I've sent it you.
into. Oh, thank you. Who's this by?
I'm at one.
I'm not familiar with this channel, so.
Okay, I'm at 1:45.
You're at 1:45. Okay. Oh, they've got a lot of chapters to this video.
Yeah. I can't stop.
Yeah.
They're riffling the pages. Don't take my data.
This is less my kind of video.
Stop plugging things into me.
This lady she's too. There's a lot of people who like really fast ASMR. I hate fast ASMR. That shit like triggers my anxiety. I feel like I've been kidnapped. Are you okay? You can stop the video, Harry. It's okay. You don't have to listen to this anymore. You can be free.
That's not the wires for.
Yeah.
Okay. I've closed it.
He's free. He's finally free. He's escaped.
Okay, I have to tell everyone. I have to immediately trust the audience. That was not a bit. I don't know how much of that I left in. That is genuinely how I feel watching this kind of ASMR.
Can we get a timer? How long did that last?
I don't know. That made a few minutes. Was that?
Harry, what day is it?
He's been in there for hours, being turned into a human. Fucking hell! That really
You're a human now.
I can't describe it. It is like because. And I don't know, like, oh wow, local man talks about his subjective experience on the internet for something random. But like, it literally, I'm sat there looking at it and listening to it, and it's like an uncanny valley kind of response of like, I can't stop. Like I'm paralyzed. Like I have to. It's literally like some kind of mind control spell. Like I have to.
I'm gonna send you a different kind of ASMR. This is my other favorite kind of ASMR.
How much of this is making it in? Okay.
This is.
So I'm building.
This is god tier.
Right, for those of you who listen to what was the episode we were talking about? Gundam and Gunpla?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a recent one. But,
one of them.
Yeah, a perfect quarantine hobby: beat building a Gunpla.
Just people. I love listening to people build Gunpla. Any model creation ASMR, it easily top 5 genre. It's just like, it ticks all the boxes for me. The only thing that could improve this for me is having someone speak about it.
No, that would
I know that would... That's the thing, it's like, ASMR does have completely different genres. Like, a lot of people don't listen to ASMR with anyone speaking in it, because it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, you don't say. This is incredible. As I'm watching it now, this is someone. They've got a Gunpla in all the plastic. The frame. All the little bits come in the plastic frame, and they're clipping them all out, and they're
you gotta put in the sound clip, Harry.
Yeah. I may use which means we now need to give critique and commentary because of free
well,
use.
I mean, he builds it really well. This is the new Gundam, which is one of my favorite Gundams. It looks sick.
Yeah, and the way this video is put together, every single sound is isolated. So you're literally hearing sound. Each clip, in reality, what he's doing is picking up the sort of frame, and then he's getting his little pliers, he's putting them in place and clicking it, and then he's moving them to the next place and clipping it, and going around. But it's all edited. All the gaps are edited. So it's clip, going through them all. Again, it's playing in the background or has done.
It's This is the kind of stuff that I listen to if I'm not planning on sleeping, but I just want to, like, I want to have something that's, like, mildly entertaining for me. Because I like watching this. Like, I could literally sit here and, like, because, you know, this is also good for me to get an idea of, like, if I was going to buy this kit, like, I can get an idea of, like, okay, this is kind of the process that I could expect.
Yeah, true.
It's a bit too, like, frenetic for me to, like, fully relax to, but it does get me in that kind of, like, mindset where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm chilled out.
Yeah.
But there's other ASMR in, like, a similar genre that is a bit, like, slower paced. Like, it's less, like, cut, and more, like, you know, they'll do bits at a time, slowly, and I enjoy that.
I'll tell you what, and to sort of reduce that a step further, is just like live streaming. Like, you know, you did a Building a Gundam live stream recently, where you spent, I don't know how many hours, was it 3-4 hours, something like that?
Yeah.
And just building a Gundam. And that's obviously not edited at all, but it's something for people to have on, and, you know, cool down to and wind down to, and it's, you know, some ginger dude on the internet talking about whatever you're on about.
Because, it's interesting, because it's, as you say, like, that live stream itself wouldn't have a lot of the qualities of ASMR, right? Because I wasn't whispering throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, like, I hadn't set it up so, you know, you're hearing each and every noise of the craft. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone would watch that and get the, like, ASMR reaction to it, because it's just watching someone kind of perform this this action. And, like, I do find stuff like that really relaxing as well. Just, like, you know, just watching people do shit. Just, like... And, I mean, I also find it very relaxing to build Gunpla. That's one of my... one of the things I do to just, you know... chill out, and, you know, I'll just sit there and I'll just fucking get my clippers, and that'll be it for a few hours or whatever. And that's good shit. Yeah,
and that's interesting as well, that the fact that both doing the thing and watching someone else do the thing are both relaxing. How far could you take this? It's like, you know, thinking about someone doing the thing.
I have previously built Gunpla whilst watching people build Gunpla. That one is, like, not that uncommon for me as well.
Yeah, true. I've played video games while watching people play video games.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's a weird sort of tiered element to it.
It's a cycle.
How good would you say you are relaxing?
I think I'm actually too good at it.
I like that. That fits the Luke I know.
I like it. I genuinely will sometimes just lose hours, because I'm like, I'll sit down now. The thing for me is, like, I will... A lot of the time, if I'm planning on going to sleep soon, I'll put ASMR on, or, like, I'll just do something that I'm like, okay, this will, like, wind me down.
Yeah.
And then I'll just do that for, like, hours.
Okay.
Because I enjoy it, first off.
Yeah.
I can get into that mindset where I'm like, I'm just chilled. I'm so chilled out, and then I look at the clock again, I'm like, oh shit. Time's passing.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I
don't get to relax for free.
But yeah, I feel like this is one of those areas where I feel like we yin-yang very well.
Yeah.
I would say I find it very difficult to relax.
I don't think I've ever spoken to you relax.
Yeah.
Harry's, you're just wired.
Yeah,
you're constantly...
I don't know what it is. I don't know what went wrong in my neurological development.
I'm trying to remember. There was a point where I really, like, I remember being like, wow, this man is just... He's cracked. I think I said I was gonna, like, do something. I think it's because I just, like, randomly messaged you at one point, and you were, like, editing. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like 3 a.m, bro.
I think I know what it was. There was a time when, you know, you were doing the live streaming, and we were doing a Terraria series of live streams. Mm-hmm. And I was living away at uni at the time, and we would stream Terraria for like 6 to 12 hours a week, because we'd do like 2 streams, they'd overrun. So I would be playing Terraria and then be editing this Terraria series for YouTube, which meant that, like, I would literally, my sleeping pattern, I would be up till like 8 a.m. doing editing, and then, you know, go to sleep for 4 hours, wake up, go to uni, come back, live stream with you. And, like, I didn't mind that. That to me is like, that's good existence. That's like, I feel like I'm doing stuff, you know? I like doing stuff. I like feeling like I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
On like the everyday level, and then, like, you know, I like fidgeting. I like doing stuff with my hands. Like,
it's weird because I like doing that as well. But I'm relaxing whilst I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, for me, productivity can be a variety of different things, right? Like, like, back when I was doing, like, a lot of 3D modeling, that I would do that whilst I was relaxing. Like, I would have ASMR in the background. I'll just be, like, casually doing whatever. I guess it depends on what your idea of productivity is, right? And True. I guess it's harder to relax whilst editing.
Yeah, I suppose. And also, I think there's an element of, I think productivity is an interesting label. I think allowing yourself, and this is a sort of wider message, to the listeners. I think it's important that, like, we establish giving yourself time to relax is an important part of productivity, and allowing yourself the mental breathing room to settle down and have a moment. You can't be on all the time. You can't be, as much as that's kind of the idea I'm talking about and exploring, like, you do have to have wind down time and relaxation time and that is part of the productivity.
I imagine for you, I mean, don't let me speak for you, but I imagine for you at least a decent amount of your relaxing time is, like, spent with other people.
Yeah, often.
Because, like, for me, incorrect.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's right in a lot of cases. I mean, like, often we'll spend an hour or so talking before the podcast. And, like, I don't know, again, I kind of fall into this infinite well of, like, what is relaxation? Am I relaxed compared to Luke? What does it mean to be relaxed? Am I, because I can't compare human experiences. But, like, in that hour where we're just chatting, it feels like, I'm not worried about anything else in the world. It's just we're just here chatting bollocks for an hour before eventually one of us goes, all right, we should probably record this podcast.
It's time to record.
And that's great. And is that relaxation? I don't know, but I find it,
because I mean, it's to do with the whole, like, introvert extrovert thing. Because a lot of people get that mixed up, right? And they think it's, like, to do with what you enjoy.
Yeah.
But I think, introverts enjoy being around people. Yeah. It's just, for me, I call myself introverted specifically because I cannot relax when people are around. I'm not wired that way.
And
I don't know if you feel the same.
I think
like the opposite.
I think I can. I think definitely I can be relaxed in people's company. I have a handful of really close friends, you being one, who I could definitely just not care in the world, sit here, even fucking sit in silence while we're both doing something else, or and that's not a problem for me. Based on what you just said, you'd probably fucking hate that. I don't know.
No, I worded it in a way that made it sound like I would die.
I don't want to misrepresent what you said. I guess I wonder if this is one of those things where, like, I kind of get frustrated with labels. Introvert, extrovert. Everyone just has their own sort of unique take on.
The worst part about introvert and extrovert discussion, right, is people who come in and say, "Oh, I'm an ambivert." So shut up. Yeah, we all are, okay?
Yeah, everyone enjoys both.
Everyone is both.
Yeah,
okay?
Ultimately. And it's such a unique thing that I find it frustrating. It's like there's a lot of things in life.
So if when I said the word introvert earlier, you thought you were going to email in and say, I'm actually an ambivert,
you're part of the problem.
You got to this point in the podcast before sending that email in.
I thought you were going to say, if the point where you said you were an introvert, if you thought that Luke was some kind of cave-dwelling, weird goblin man... you'd be right.
Yeah, you might be correct.
But it's a complex thing. And
look, I went to the cinema on Monday.
Man,
that was like X amount of days ago.
I almost asked what you saw, but I was there.
Hey, you were literally with me.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, dude, we haven't even asked what is relaxation.
Yeah, God, like I honestly don't know if I can answer that question.
It is a tough one.
What would you say?
Because it means so many different things for so many different people, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, so this is something I want to bring up. Because, like, relaxing... Why did I say relaxing so weird? I can't say it right anymore. Relaxing. Relaxing video games, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's think of some. Like, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Fucking Minecraft, sure.
Yeah.
I don't find those games very relaxing, personally.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Dark Souls.
Honestly, that's close. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Dark Souls for me is my relaxing game.
Famously a hard, such a difficult,
famously
punishing
really
game.
Hard, stressful, punishing game.
Yeah,
but it's because for me, I play it and I'm like, I'm in. I think it's because it's artificial stress, right?
Yeah,
like,
true. You're in control of it.
Anything that happens in this game, I can ultimately just turn it off and move on.
It's a controlled environment. I'm now wondering, it could be a coincidence, but I feel like you were talking about it's controlled stress. It's in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about what you were saying earlier about ASMR. It's that feeling of, I don't know, when someone is applying a skill, they're in control. I'm wondering if for you that's a link there.
Maybe I crave control, Harry.
You're some kind of control freak. In this case, you can finally surrender the control to someone else. I don't know. Maybe it's coincidence, but I wonder if these different things are tied to different people. Like for different people, for different people, is it tied to different things? Is it for some people it's freedom from productivity, for some people it's freedom of stress.
Maybe that's why you're so uncomfortable with ASMR, because you're out of control.
Because honestly, man, like maybe. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist. It's weird to analyse this.
Well, hold on. Do you find Dark Souls relaxing?
No. What?
What about Stardew Valley?
It's alright, I like fishing.
Okay, right, Harry.
But you should see me. You should see me when I'm doing the fishing minigame, though, where I'm trying to like balance the bar on where the fish is. I'm like leaning forward trapped. And like hunched over the mouse.
That's stress.
That is true stress. That is true. That's my favourite method of stress inducement.
To be fair, though, like I think a lot of relaxation is stress inducement, right? Like maybe that's completely wrong and backwards, but like
I don't know. Maybe for you, not for me.
Like that is kind of like sometimes I like to just be like, okay, I'm kind of stressed right now, but it's like in a way that I can deal with it and I can work through it. Like if I get stressed at a boss in Dark Souls, I'll either turn the game off, or I'll just keep going, and then eventually you hit that catharsis, right? Because you win.
Yeah, and you get that release, and like.
Whereas, stress in real life, you don't get the moment where you win. There's not like a.
You just get the relief of the stress, and yeah. No, I know what you mean. I can see the wavelength. I can see, even though I wouldn't describe this as my own experience. I can really see how that manifests in your mind. I can see your mind, Luke. I can see it. It works. You can
see my mind?
I can see into your mind. Out of curiosity, I've gone onto the Google and I've typed in define relaxation. What do you think that the definition is? I'm curious to see if any buzzwords match up.
Fuck, bro, I have no idea.
I'm just curious, like what words you think it might use, like
chill, zen.
Okay, Luke, let me ask you, what does relaxation mean?
Relaxation is the
Luke is definitely not right. He's not right now. He's got to open Dark Souls. He's got to whip the ASMR video
relaxation, is relaxation the feeling, or the feeling of peace?
Okay, peace.
A bit being close to a sleepy state.
Okay, we're losing it a little bit. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. There's some parallels. So it's the definition on Google is the state of being free from tension and anxiety.
Okay,
which is an interesting definition. I mean, you're talking about feeling of, the state of, you mentioned peace and things like that. And so
because this is my United State of whatever.
I find it interesting that the definition is talking about it's defining it as not being something else. It's relaxation is being free from tension and anxiety.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
and I think that's why for me, relaxation is sometimes stress, because it's like surrogate stress.
I suppose.
Where if I'm stressed about fucking, oh no, my sword doesn't do enough damage, then I'm not stressed about, oh no, I can't pay my rent.
Yeah, it's sort of stress via proxy. You're kind of using it as a little stress bubble. Yeah, it's like a little virtual machine. Yeah.
I think that's probably not that far off.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be really curious to hear how people would define relaxation for themselves.
I'm kind of concerned that at the end of this episode, people are going to send in emails from trained psychologists that Luke needs to see a professional immediately.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I mean,
his brain's broken.
That's the thing. Ultimately, we're just talking about our own subjective experiences. People might have listened very well and very likely might have listened to all this and gone, "What are these two idiots talking about? That's not relaxation to me. That's not. This doesn't sound right. That sounds wrong." Or is my version of relaxation wrong? But I really think it is such a personal thing that we've shared our two experiences. There's 1,000 more, an infinite amount. For every person on Earth that we could, explore and talk about, and what relaxation is for each individual, and what that means. And I think that's a really important takeaway. Is that
it's true? Yeah, I think
I'm dissatisfied with this definition because it is so personal.
It's so fundamentally unique.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Depending on your life and your lifestyle. That being said, should we get some opinions in.
What does everyone else find relaxing?
Let's do it. Let's do that thing I just said, where we talk about our thing and then we hear what other people do. Let's actually do that.
Yeah.
Let's get it in there.
I feel like we spoke a lot about how I relax and not a lot how you relax.
Well, I don't want to talk about particularly how I relax because I might give something away. I don't know. I don't know if I do relax. I feel like I'm not very good at relaxing. Just while you pull up the Twitter, I feel like I struggle. The go-to I always find myself at is baths. Not because I find them. No. Don't get me wrong. People always talk about baths being relaxing. Okay, I get into the bath. And I like getting into the bath because it's so hot. And I love the heat, as we've previously discussed.
Established,
yeah. Oh, man, this is really hot. Oh, okay, all right, I'm in the bath. So, okay, what do I do now? I've got my phone, I've got my Switch, I've got a book. I don't even
in the bath?
Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to do things in the bath? I don't know. And I'm sat there and I'm like, okay, I guess I could go on my Switch. I don't know, have I got any Twitter? I need to wash my hair at some... Okay, guess I'll wash my hair now. Let me just hang on. Let me do that. And
why do you have your Switch in the bath?
It's not the point. It's not what you're supposed to be focusing on. At this
I'm
point.
sorry. I'm just really,
I don't know, just little things, and then you're supposed to sit there. But I'm like, why am I in the bath? Why have I gotten into the bath to go on my? Okay, reading. That's something I wouldn't do normally. It's like I just kind of. It's like I can't relax in the bath. I don't know. It feels like it's such a pressure that I feel like I don't know. It's just not an environment where I feel relaxed. Whereas there may be other situations where it'll be, and I feel like, this is a
I've got a
component of the
suggestion
fact that
for
I
you,
struggle
Harry.
to relax. Go on.
Drugs.
Yeah, maybe I just.
I meant medication. But
oh, okay. Not like smoking a joint. I genuinely thought that's what you meant. I was like,
I hit you with a double bait. I'm sorry, Harry.
Okay. To clarify, for legal reasons. You mean
I meant medication.
Legal medication available.
Legal medication. Not caffeine, though. That's
the opposite. Yeah, that is the opposite.
That'll crank you up.
Yeah. No, I had some caffeine today. It was alright.
What did you have?
I had an iced caramel latte made with oat milk.
Ooh,
it's very tasty.
That sounds nice.
I know.
Dude, they're doing the gingerbread frappuccinos at Starbucks.
Ginger,
I really
though.
want to get one. So I like gingerbread.
No.
And I like frappuccinos.
No. If they don't get me wrong, if they make a chocolate hobnob version,
on,
then I'm down. But until then,
chocolate hobnob.
That was a reference to episode 6 of Playing Favourites, biscuits.
Oh right. Oh yes, because my favorite. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. It was episode 5. Sorry, I have to correct that now, otherwise it's going to irritate me. It was a toss-up between 5 and 6. I got the wrong one. 6 is hairstyles. Anyway, Luke, if you got the Twitter up, for fuck's sake.
I have the Twitter up.
I'm very unrelaxed right now. I need to hear the people's responses.
All right, who do you want to start with? We've got a few different.
Who do I want to start? I don't know. This is your bit. Pick someone.
Shit, he's right. I'm going to start with Tim.
Okay.
Once guest on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Exciting. How does he relax?
Actually, I'm going to retcon that. I'm going to start with Fran. Also once guest on the podcast.
Okay. Wow, there's a bit of elitism going on here. Okay, fine.
Look, I'm mentioning
sucks
Fran's
to be Tim.
First.
If he got
we're going to go back to Tim's.
Right,
I like
okay,
Tim's.
okay.
We're going to go back to
Right. What's Frank?
We're going to start with Fran's, and we're starting with Fran's because it's the correct answer. It's listening to the Playing Favourites podcast, which you can listen to now on iTunes and
which I would
YouTube.
Look, are you plugging the podcast on the podcast?
Wait, they already listen.
They're listening to it right now. You don't need to do that. It's okay. What I'll do, slice out that audio and put it in other places. Like around your house. on like a dictaphone.
Have a little cassette tape around your house.
Yeah, maybe like sort of Home Alone style, like wire it up with strings and stuff. So if someone opens the fridge door, you can listen to the Playing Favourites podcast on YouTube.
There's a couple responses here that tie into similar things, including Tim's.
Okay, what's Tim's? Give me Tim's.
Tim's is listening to people read SCP articles.
Okay.
So now I know you're familiar with SCP.
Yeah. Do you want to explain? Probably better than I could. Yeah.
So SCP is a collaborative creative writing project from thousands of people across the internet, creating a database of over 5,000 at this point, different what are referred to as anomalous entities, essentially being fictional objects of supernatural quality in some way, ranging from a toaster that makes you speak about yourself as though you are a toaster to otherworldly god beings that are going to destroy the universe.
They're very interesting and very unique, right? They're sort of...
Yes. many of them are like totally bonkers, and it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about stuff relating to SCP because recently, Harry, I have been listening to horror explanations on YouTube.
Okay.
And that's been like my current like relaxation method.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of like supernatural cases or like unexplained cases, and then also just like true crime shit. And it's kind of wild that the brain is wired in such a way, huh?
I suppose so. You're right.
That in general, it's pretty spooky. Some of the stuff is not for chilling, not for chillaxing.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I would agree. A lot. When it's a scary thing, I guess it's more the act of people read it. They could be reading anything, or just narrating mindlessly. That does it. I've got a game for you. It's a new one-off little segment we're gonna do. I've created in this moment. It's called.
Go ahead.
It's called SCP or Children's Book. And I'm going to give you the title of either a kid's book or an SCP, and you have to tell me.
Go.
All right, number 1, Lion Boy.
That's a children's book.
Correct. Time Traveling Train.
That's a children's book.
That's an SCP.
Shit.
The Shy Guy.
The Shy Guy. That's an SCP.
Correct.
I'm familiar with that.
Okay. The Lizard King.
The Lizard King?
Yeah.
That's probably an SCP.
That's an SCP. The final one. There are cats in this book.
That's a children's book.
That is a children's book, yeah. Okay.
I'm good at this.
You were good. You got one wrong out of, I think, 5.
4 out of 5?
4 out of 5. Well, good job. This is incredible. Squid tumors.
I think that one's an SCP.
Some of these are... okay, now I'm just looking at a big list of SCPs. They have some of them very silly names. Yeah.
Again, over 5,000.
Yeah,
so like...
and all of them are just... They sound so interesting. Clone Coffin, A Photo Album, Chrysalis, Shadow Lamps, Jack Proton's Why didn't I say Jack Proton's Atomic Zapper? That would have got you.
That does sound like a children's book. I'd give you that one.
That one would have got you foxed.
What about Professor Zorkanov's Gallery of the Bizarre?
Incredible. This is such a... We've defined a genre.
This is good.
SCP or children's book. Play with your friends. Get a list open of both.
Yeah, give it a go.
Steely Dan. Is it?
That's a band.
There you go.
Steely Dan is a real band.
They're also an SCP and not a kid's book.
Damn.
But yeah, Tumbles.
News to me.
Takes only 2. Yeah. Okay. Incredible. Look, we could do this all day. Yeah. No. So yeah, I think reading people. Just to go back to the original point. Yeah. Listening to someone read is always very. Be it in person, recorded, at a talk, or and that's centuries old. Poetry. Listening to someone give talks on particular subject matter. And now we've just transferred it into like a digital format that's easily accessible. It's just something people like to do, and I think that's a common theme of stuff people like to do makes them feel relaxed. Not 100% of the time. I like to do a lot of stressful things. But like if you transfer like you were saying about like particular video games you play, you like playing video games. It's a fun thing. It's a thing you find fun, and therefore it's very easy for it to put you sort of at peace. Have you got any more Twitter responses?
Okay, this is weirdly enough something that hasn't come up yet. This one's from Penguin. Thank you, Penguin.
Lovely stuff.
Sleep. A lot of sleep. How do you feel about that?
Wait, is it sleep or is it a lot of sleep?
Sleep, a lot of sleep.
Are you relaxed when you're asleep?
I think you have to be relaxed to be asleep.
I would disagree.
I guess you can have nightmares.
Yeah, and I also think you can have restless sleep. I very recently was sharing a room with someone, and they were a very loud snorer. And I was having a dream that me and Benedict Cumberbatch were making a short film together. And whilst we were on set,
the short film about?
I can't remember, but we were in a field. And while we were making this short film, in the dream, I could hear this really loud snoring.
Like a combine harvester.
Yeah, going over and over every few seconds. And Benedict was complaining about it. He was like, we can't shoot under these conditions. This is really irritating. This is a big problem. And I would say I was not relaxed in that moment. As I'm making this short film with Benedict Cumberbatch, I was not relaxed. Like, that was an interesting sentence.
Yeah, but you were asleep.
But I was asleep. I wasn't relaxed. So I guess
that's a fair point.
And I'm picking out an exception here. I think, for the most part, a state of relaxation is something that people go into before going to sleep, and you lie there and you're calm. The day's done, and that's what a lot of sleep stories will induce. Is they'll say, realize there's nothing else left in the day. Feel each one of your muscles relaxing, and literally it puts you to sleep. It makes you relaxed. It's all part of the same kind of...
I think it's one of the most effective ways to relax, but it's not surefire.
Yeah, true. I
think it's more that you have to be, like... It's interesting. No, I think you're right. I think you're right that I don't necessarily think I would describe sleep as an effective method of relaxation. But if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah,
I think one of the worst things about sleep is you can only sleep so much.
So sleep on the whole, I think, is a... It can be. I suppose this is something we're sort of applying as a rule to sleep, as if this doesn't apply to anything. Like, it can be relaxing. Knitting can be relaxing, or it can be like a high intensity learning environment where you're trying to learn how to cross stitch in a classroom. Or it's you're first starting out and you don't really know what you're doing, and so you're trying to follow a tutorial, and also your friend is here who knows what they're doing, and so you feel a pressure to keep up with them, and blah blah blah. And and it's not relaxing. Sleep, I actually think is it is a valid answer, as are all of them, like, because you can have good, you can have bad, but it is a way of relaxing. And if it's Penguin's
take the good, fantastic. You take the bad,
take the rough with the smooth,
take it all, and there you have the facts of life.
What is that?
It's the facts of life.
Thank you. Okay, I don't have really much to say about sleep. It's sort of, I often feel quite relaxed when going to sleep, and then I'm just sort of unconscious for a bit, and there's crazy dreams going on, and then I wake up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's relaxing, but...
No, you're right. I
think it can be a very peaceful thing. Okay, Luke, do you want to give us one more? Give us one more of your favourite.
Fuck, I'm close to it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, we can...
No, I'll reopen it. This one's from Lime. Thank you, Lime.
Thank you.
Rewatching old cartoons I used to watch as a kid. Nothing like relaxing to the chaos of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now, I agree with this.
Do you do this often?
Sometimes. I have done it in the past.
Out of curiosity, Courage the Cowardly Dog, SCP or children's book?
Sure. You didn't let me finish my bit about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Sorry, start
Courage
again.
the Cowardly Dog is possibly the least relaxing cartoon you could have named. That shit's fucking scary.
Yeah?
Have you seen Courage the Cowardly Dog?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Harry, I want you to look up Courage the Cowardly Dog, Return the Slab. This is from a children's cartoon.
Cartoon? It's 35 seconds long, this clip.
This shit's fucking scary.
Let's take a look. So, some kind of man... Ooh, he looks very grumpy
Cleus.
and old.
I can't remember his name.
Ooh. This is kind of weird 3D modelled ghoul.
It's scary!
Return the slab.
Return the slab.
Or suffer my curse.
Yeah. This is... Oh, I feel stressed.
Imagine being like an 8-year-old.
Oh,
his name's Eustace, not Cleus. That's my bad.
To be fair, SpongeBob always used to do this. It'd have its weird little...
Yeah, and you got the Nosferatu.
I was literally about to reference it.
Everyone hates it.
And it's a scary episode. I love it. I used to get so weirded out and scared.
And what about the bit where SpongeBob and all of his friends turn into a fucking meat sphere?
I hated that. That I had to stop watching. It's like a teleportation accident, and like... Yeah, they end up all getting merged together into this big... Yeah, they cut that. They've changed that now.
Yeah, I know, because it's fucking scary.
It's some like body horror. Yeah, I used to like look away and hate that episode when I was little. Yeah, man, that...
It's genuinely quite frightening.
So, I feel like we've picked an interesting selection of like cartoons to relax to, because this is all no good. This doesn't pass the vibe check.
Sometimes I watch Digimon. I like Digimon. Digimon relaxes me. I think part of it is because I just know all the beats, right? Like, I just know...
Yeah, I think the familiarity here is doing
there's
a lot
a comfort in the, like, you know...
Yeah.
In knowing what's happening, what's coming next.
Yeah, I think putting on sort of something you're familiar with. You know, people have comfort shows and comfort films and comfort
I think
books.
comfort films are more common, because, like, shows are kind of long.
True, but perhaps comfort episodes, like, I think, there's room for people. Again, it's just the familiarity. I feel like it's...
Yeah.
And perhaps that's another sort of pillar of relaxation. We're talking about control, we're talking about distraction, productivity. I think familiarity is a real, like, sanctuary for relaxation, because it just allows you to, I know what's coming. There's nothing unexpected.
Harry, do you want to see another clip from Courage the Cowardly Dog? This one's from the finale. I've just sent it to you.
Let's see if this makes it in. Okay, the thumbnail is something else. It's 9 seconds long. It's some kind of 3D animated Lovecraft creature. And
it's fun. It's actually horrible.
ASMR whispers, "You're not perfect" at you.
It's horrible.
This isn't what I thought this show was. Like...
It's horrifying.
Yeah. I kind of like how weird it is, though.
It is cool. It's a very cool show. I used to watch it a lot when I was little.
Not relaxing at all.
No, it's horrifying.
Really got to disagree on that one.
You're not perfect.
You're not perfect.
It's, it really is something else. I suppose all that being said... Let's probably talk about what we do to relax, what our favourite methods of relaxation are. I've actually changed mine right near the beginning of the episode.
Okay.
To something
I'm surprised you had an answer at all, to be honest.
Yeah, because I think the thing is I had an answer I was satisfied enough with, but I think my understanding of relaxation sort of changed over the course of the episode. I feel like it's a game of lawn bowls in that, like, my first answer kind of got close, but I've rolled the second ball and it's got closer. It's not exactly... I'm not 100% satisfied with this as a definition of relaxing and what I do to relax and something I can do as a reliable way to relax. But I think I'm happy enough with it. Do you want to guess?
Do I have a chance?
Loosely, I think you may there's an idiom here or something. You may be hoisted by your own. You may use your own knowledge to put yourself off. You might over guess.
I might overthink it.
Yeah. You might sort of overthink like.
It's
a very normal
Is the
human
thing you do to relax, Harry, is it editing?
No,
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because if you'd said that, I might have had to put you down.
No, it is a very normal sort of human thing.
A normal... Is it going to the bath?
It's not... It's absolutely not getting in the bath. Getting in the bath is when I might be at my most stressed.
Like your peak stress?
Yeah. No, okay. It's not bath time.
Go on, what is it?
Over the last year... I get really relaxed by, and the only time I really use this, with a handful of exceptions, is when I want to nap.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to nap and I'm a little bit, energized and a little bit, I'm not going to make it through the day. I need to, just have a little top up. What I'll do is I will lie on my bed and I will listen to the Minecraft soundtrack, the soothing, iconic soundtrack to the video game Minecraft. Some of the pieces of music, specifically from Volume Alpha, the first sort of original release of Minecraft music.
Boom, boom,
yeah, because if it's used in memes, it's used in TikToks. But if you actually go onto Spotify, look up the Minecraft soundtrack. I'll put a piece in the background. This is critique. This is commentary. It's so soothing. It's so peaceful. It's so relaxed. There's nothing into. And actually, what I think is weird is there's a few songs or piece of music on there that are like kind of weird and not quite like relaxing, but they're short and I can skip them if I want. And the relaxed pieces are long enough that it doesn't really matter. I'll only get through 2 or 3 before I drift off. But Luke, can you disagree that it is one of the most iconic video game soundtracks of all time, and 2, it's so peaceful, it's so fitting, it's so stress-free and stress-relieving.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right?
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm now going to have to find the piece that you're listening to or reciting and line it up. Otherwise, it's going to be super weird. So thank you for giving me that extra piece of work.
It's Sweden.
Okay. I don't know off the top of my head.
It's the classic.
Ah, okay.
Boom, boom.
Oh, okay. I do know that
boom,
one, yeah.
boom, boom.
Isn't it...
Boom, boom, boom.
Isn't it, like, just beautiful?
It's good,
It's so beautiful as a...
What's like the scary music? There's dry hands and wet hands.
Yeah.
This one sounds like fucking Doom music.
The fuck so? Are you on... Oh, you might be... Because there's Minecraft Volume Alpha and then Minecraft Volume Beta, which is sort of added.
I'm on Minecraft full soundtrack on YouTube.
Volume Beta is like a little bit scarier, but has a song called Alpha, which is sort of a sort of conflation
Alpha
of
male.
It's an alpha male, yeah. No, it's a sort of they pull together a lot of the ones from the original. It's quite nice. But yeah, Volume Beta is weirdly spooky. The music's done by the incredibly talented C418, who recently did the Cookie Clicker soundtrack for the Steam release of Cookie Clicker, and it's got some nice little piece of music on it, and is worth a listen as well.
It's good.
And now, what do you think? What do you think about this? How does this sound to you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it.
Yeah?
I definitely I vibe with it. I understand it. I have in the past. I don't really. For me, music is typically my hype up stuff.
Ah, okay.
So like a lot of the stuff I'll listen to is like I listen to the Doom soundtrack, or I'll listen to like fucking baby metal or some shit, and I'll just because I'm like getting ready for something or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's
I don't have that much like chill music, but I definitely get it. I like listening to like actually, to be fair, regularly. I will, like, if I'm doing, like, a chill stream or whatever, I'll listen to lo-fi Nintendo music.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Fair enough.
I do like doing that.
And I want to specify...
With, like, rain in the background. That shit gets me going.
Yeah, that's fair. That's good, because, like, nothing else really has this... I've sort of trained my brain, I think. It's kind of like a... like Pavlov's dog kind of...
This is a lullaby.
Yeah, it's like... like, I used to have this with audiobooks, because I would listen to audiobooks to fall asleep. And then I would try to listen to audiobooks like, on the bus, and they'd make me really tired. And I've really... But so instead of... I've tried to sort of peel that away and now apply it to the Minecraft soundtrack. So that you can
actually listen to audiobooks.
And now I'm doing it to the Minecraft soundtrack. So like whenever I play this and I listen to this, it sort of puts me at peace. It kind of allows me to unwind, and that feels nice. It feels, relaxing.
Yeah.
I think that's the closest I get to true relaxation.
Peace.
To finally being at peace. Yeah, there you go. So, what about yours? What are you doing? You listen to what, the fucking Dark Souls soundtrack? What are you doing? Could I guess it?
Yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't even be hard.
Is it ASMR?
It almost. I think that's second. A close second.
Man, okay. Is it? In that case, I have a second guess. Playing clicker games?
No.
Okay.
That's probably third.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm on Family Fortunes. Oh, I feel like I must be so close. Building Gundam.
That I'll give you it.
What is it?
Because it's not specifically building Gundam, but it's like creating something. Like allowing my mind to...
Like God.
It's such a vague answer, but like...
Like he's God.
Yeah, essentially. Like a godlike being. But no, it's literally like being able to like have my mind just, fucking just building whatever. Like I can be building Gundam, or I could be 3D modeling, or I could be like writing stuff for a tabletop campaign or anything like that. Anything that's like kind of, I wouldn't call it stimulating, but it's allowing my brain to forget about the base level of whatever is happening in real life and focus on this new element that, is totally unrelated to anything else going on.
Yeah.
It could be, it could be like a physical kit in my hand that I'm literally just like, I'm focusing on the base instructions. I'm reading the instruction manual. I'm going from A to B, creating this thing.
Yeah.
Or more freeform where I'm 3D modeling and I'm like literally just staring at like a blob. And I'm like, okay, how do I turn this blob into a being or like a building or anything? And it's about like letting my mind wander in this like creative plane, so to speak.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Where like I'm free from any earthly concerns. I'm just like,
yeah,
what's going on in the meat space?
In the meat space. Yeah, no,
there you go.
I understand that. I enjoy building Lego. So like, turning the page. I've got to do this. Get the little pieces, put them together. It's a nice thing to do. Yeah. It's easy. It's stimulating. Yeah, that's sort of like you were talking about earlier. That low level stimulation of like, I'm doing something. I'm making something. I'm moving my hands. And it's no stakes. It's no stress. It's zen. Yeah, it's that sort of zen like.
I think that's the apt word for it. It's hitting the like flow state of the zen, right?
Yeah.
Where like I'm just focused on the activity at hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Just enough so that my brain can be like, stimulated but at peace.
It's poetic almost. It's almost stimulated but at
not
peace.
Quite.
Yeah, not quite there. Oh god, I just closed the return the slab tab. It's just like I was closing various, and the dude popped up. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think the two satisfactory answers for methods of relaxation: Minecraft soundtrack and building stuff. I feel like you're going to win on the poll. But who knows? People like Minecraft. Who knows?
True, people do like Minecraft.
From what I've heard, it's quite a popular video game. Not the most popular. What's the most popular video game, Luke?
Tetris, which is also very relaxing.
What are you fucking talking about?
I love playing Tetris to relax.
It is not relaxing.
Okay.
Decidedly not relaxing.
Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Well, let's come back for favourite Tetris video game that's been made into a battle royale. Yeah. Anyway, I think that we'll call that an episode, right? We're done. Time for us to relax.
It's a hard cut.
Yeah, time for us to go relax. I hope everyone's enjoyed episode 32 of Playing Favourites. Luke just did a burp, but I cut it out so you didn't have to hear it. It's been good.
You probably cut out you saying that I burped.
Absolutely not. I said it too close. I didn't give myself any space, so that's staying in. So like,
it's gonna stay.
It's a fixed point.
It's stuck.
Yeah, so that's great. You're doing great. Anyway, we're on Twitter. If you want to follow us on Twitter, @PlayFavorites. Favourites spelled with a U, FAVOURITES. Remember it, because you are our favourite method of relaxation. I don't know what that means, but it means something.
That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, you. I don't know. That is a weird one. I retract that statement. But
I'm gonna go piss.
You can also. No, I need you for the last bit. You can also email in playingfavouritespodcast@gmail.com. Email in with anything you like, your favourite method of relaxation, episode suggestions. That's it. That's the entire show. Luke, any final thoughts on methods of relaxation?
I'm pissing right now.
I hope not.